Hi, it's Trish Gastineau here, and I am coming to you today as part of my Help series where I like to give you a few tips and hints to help you in the world of travel and also just everyday life. So today, one of the things that I wanted to speak to you about was credit cards. And basically, I have been abdicating for a long time because I make so many trips to Europe, and I have found that even before here in the US, we were using chips in the credit cards. Whenever I would go to Europe, they would always want me to have a chip. And even though the credit card companies here in the United States would tell me that, ma'am, they have to take your card, they have to key it in, and they can't reject you or not take your card because it doesn't have a PIN. Even though the representative in the US is telling me this, what's happening is that I'm standing in a line of people in a foreign country where I am not fluent at all in the language. Maybe I speak just a few handfuls of words, and I'm trying to explain to a cashier person that they have to take my card, and they're telling me no, it doesn't have a chip. So it's impractical to have thought that I could get them. So what would happen is that I would then either pay cash or something, or I would leave the purchase there a lot of times. So I was really excited when we started being able here in the US to get our credit cards with chips in them. Made my life so much easier while we were traveling in Europe and other places. It's a little annoying. It seems to me that it takes longer to put the little card in with the chip and wait for it to do its thing than it took for me to quickly swipe and then, sign or put a PIN number in. Anyway, we've got the chip. That's here to stay. So what has just recently come up on my radar is that I had a chip, the card expired, and now I have a new card. And how do I destroy the card with the chip in it? I don't know I'd never thought about that. How am I going to do that to make it safe so that all of my information is gone? So I did a quick Google search, and I found on creditcards.com actually a rather interesting piece, and I'm going to put that in my newsletter with a little link, and then also on Facebook I'll attach that link so that you can read this for yourself. But basically, some of the hints that we had were that when you're using the new cards with the chip in it, that you need to destroy that chip. And they suggest that you would use maybe a hammer or something like that to smash that chip. So I pried mine off and did, and smushed it, and it's gone. The other thing is that the magnetic strip. Never thought about this before. Usually I would just cut the magnetic strip, cut the numbers, and then cut in individual pieces. But people are so savvy nowadays that they can repair things that we think are toast. So it suggested getting two strong magnets, or getting a strong magnet and running it back and forth along that back metallic strip. Magnetic strip in the back, basically to demagnetize it, to erase your information from the strip. So just to recap, in the card with the chip, you've got information stored in the chip as well as the black strip, magnetic strip on the back. So we have to make sure that we get rid of both of those things. So get the magnet, rub it back and forth on the magnetic strip, then get a hammer or something and destroy the chip in the card, and then you would take and destroy that card further by cutting the numbers, or if you've got a shredder that is going to confetti cut, that's great. The ultimate way to destroy the card is by fire, is what the article says. But I live in an apartment, and I love my little apartment, but I can't have a fire, so that's out. But that would be one of the ways that they do suggest in this article to destroy your card. And as well as they say that you should also destroy sensitive documents by fire. So if you live someplace where you have a fireplace maybe, and you shred that and use that for kindling, or if you have a fire pit and you can throw that in the fire pit, or maybe you can use a little bit of it to start your charcoal grill if you've got that. Maybe that's the way to go about it. But anyway, it's so important nowadays to take care of online security. And one of those is properly destroying your credit card. So I wish you all the best. If you have any questions for me, I'm always delighted to help in any way that I'm able. If I'm not able to help, I'm happy to refer you to someplace else. Again, thank you so much for your time, and I hope that this 5.5 minutes has been worth it. Thanks. Bye.